I also don't try to be their mom. I let them know I'm just the extra pillar here, baby. I'm not trying to replace your mom.
That part too.
So why you be so mad about the stepdad?
Because you don't. Because listen,
I got deals.
A kid is always gonna seek to find the person that created him.
Okay.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with that, though.
I'm gonna address you tonight.
Ooh.
I'm ready.
I'm gonna address you tonight.
I'm ready.
Real talk. Let me tell y'all something.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell ladies. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a second, but I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is the honest to God truth. And your man not gonna tell you this. So don't check him later on tonight once I give you the information, okay? Most guys, if they had to do it all over again, because they say they there for their kids, even if they mad at you. If they had to do it all over again in a lot of instances, and they not gonna tell you this, that kid would never exist.
Same thing with women. It's a lot of women that would impose their legs to them losers.
Take it in for a minute.
I took it in for a minute. That's how I got Chandler.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. If he had to do it all over again, that kid would never exist.
Yeah.
Meaning that they regret ever being with you in the first place.
Do you know that shoe goes two ways?
So
It definitely go two ways.
Look, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you though. Anton is Anton. If you were familiar with Anton Daniels, then guess what? Then you know how it is. So I understand a lot of what he's saying and why he says what he's saying. So I mean, at the end of the day, I understand people gonna get triggered by that, but I mean, he's entitled to his opinion. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying that being with a single mother is bad, but I definitely understand why people do say that.
Don't like you. What makes you qualify for an upgrade? Why do y'all standards get better when your circumstances get worse?
Just because you dealt with a man that didn't do right by you don't mean you don't deserve what you supposed to have.
You deserve a better one.
What you mean? Why? So you telling me that because I already...
Why do people always assume that it's the man who did wrong and not, maybe you were wrong too?
already have children that I don't deserve a good man?
Yes.
That don't make no sense at all.
That don't even make sense.
That don't make no sense at all.
All right, so listen,
That's crazy.
How long
But I'm so glad that the world don't work the way he thinks it should, because we have a lot of people that'll be just...
Shout out to her. That's Crystal. Man, she fine. I seen her some of her videos from she's on some of those Country Wayne skits. So she fine though.
Passed out.
Now, do you mean? No, hold on one second. I got a question.
But let me give her a solution.
I got a question. Do you think that she don't deserve a good man, period, or do you want her not to have a date at all until the kids are 18?
No, I want her to go back with her baby daddy.
But he a piece of shit.
And I would never.
That's something that I disagree with Anton on, because sometimes that's not always the best situation.
And I would never.
Listen, okay. So
And I would never.
The guy that you open up your legs to is your husband.
20.
That's something that I do agree with. I do agree that women should be accountable for who they choose to open their legs with. So if that person is okay to lay down with, then maybe, or if he's not okay with you for you to stay with, then maybe he shouldn't be okay with you to lay at. This is just reverse engineering the problem here.
Years ago. Do you know how old these kids are? These kids are fucking teenagers.
The guy-
She gave him some coochie before she even knew how to use that coochie.
First of all, see, my situation might not be everybody's situation. I had my kids young. I had my children young. So, to be honest with you, I agree with him when he said you look for your...
That is such a degenerate stance. Before she even knew how to use it, then maybe she shouldn't have been using it. I'm just saying. If she didn't know how to use it, then maybe she shouldn't have been trying to produce with it. I'm just saying. I mean, you gotta think about it. Like, you keep trying to... Women will do everything they can to keep from taking accountability for the fact that they make bad decisions.
You look for your father. I didn't have that. I didn't have my father. I didn't have a male in my life that really taught me what a man was supposed to be. So I really was walking around blind trying to figure it out. I'm running into people. If I knew better, I would have vetted. You feel me? I didn't know what that was at 16. I didn't know what that was.
But listen, it goes back to the original conversation that I was having. And I said that women are selfish.
When you're already a great nurse, but you're called to do more, you belong at Chamberlain University.
When I grew up, I used to be in the church. I grew up in the church.
Get all comfortable.
And I will always see women pray to God for a good man. Send me this man that I deserve. But then I always would ask my mom, and she would pop me in the mouth. And I would ask my mom.
I'm on her side. I'm about to do it right now.
Honestly, and this is how my brain works. This is not a joke. This is real. I would ask my mom. I would say, well, what about him? Like, why would God mess his life up by giving him you?
See.
So you first of all, so what I
That's
never
crazy.
hear you say. For some reason, you don't make men take accountability for their choices.
No, you missing
You
what I'm
blame
saying.
women for everything. No, you never make men take accountability for what they do.
I do, but what I'm saying is, this
I don't
guy,
get that. Why is it always the woman's fault?
Because when you
Why is it always the man's fault? Anton is funny. He's hilarious, but I feel like that's a very valid question to ask because all these women do pray for a good man, but who's praying for the man to protect him from y'all? Who's to say that you are a good thing for him? Who's to say that? So what about him? What about him? That's a good question.
when you think about it, what I was taught in church was you treat people how you want to be treated.
Thanks.
Some of these women, guys know what they qualify for. They know they don't qualify for the top
Thanks.
woman. Women will take the best option knowing that she gonna mess his life up, knowing that she gonna slow him down. When them women was in church praying, and I would look at her, and I would look at that booger
And they'll do it with pride too.
wolf.
That is not nice.
So,
you
you-
can't call
but this
people
the thing.
booger wolves in church.
But everybody think they deserve Idris Elba.
But he not talking about the men who decided to date that though.
Everybody deserve Idris Elba, no matter what you look like.
Let me give you something.
These men still made the decision to deal with these women.
me tell you,
all these women who got kids, who got remarried, or got with other men, and these men chose to be with these women though.
So let me
They
help you
made a
out.
decision to be with these men, these women too. So I'm not understanding.
All I know, I got you too, Kay. But all I know is when I heard that prayer, I would just say rebuke that.
Anton, right?
What do you think there is? Hold on, I got a question.
In Jesus' name.
Hold on. Do you think there is a surplus?
Hallelujah.
Hold on. I got a question for you for real, in real life. Do you think it's a surplus of good men? Because let me tell you, it's not.
It is.
Nah,
Definitely
it's
not.
It is.
It's not.
I believe they out here. They out here.
It's not. It's
They
a bunch of.
no. Y'all.
It's God made 6 good niggas and 4 of them in the audience. Ladies, roll the dice.
I believe that there's actually more good men than y'all actually will give credit for. The problem is y'all just don't see those men because y'all standards are too high. Y'all got blinders for the top 20%, the top 10%, the elite of the elite. Y'all only see the elite. The average man that'll take care of you, that'll be loyal to you, that'll give you everything that you say that you want. You're not looking at him. That's the truth. You're not.
Dice.
That's because you call them. That's because you call them
It's a lot
niggas.
more.
Y'all know what y'all called them? Y'all called them lames.
They do be lame.
No, see? And then they grew up.
That's okay.
They grew up. Now y'all at the tech conferences trying to highlight my homeboys.
They be out here.
The reality is that y'all wanted the dope boys.
Yeah, your type was fucking you up.
No.
That's true.
And now that he got a
nigga.
felony and he can't get a job,
And he can't purchase a firearm, so now you gotta get firearms and risk going to prison yourself in order for him to have a firearm that eventually he's gonna use to commit a crime, and y'all both gonna go down. Yeah. Boy, it's good to be lying.
We gonna start a business.
She get on my nerves so bad.
We gonna start a business and get a loan from the bank, nigga.
I see women today, they don't even like guys that got regular jobs no more.
When you're already a great nurse, but you're called to do more, you belong at Chamberlain University, where the
Fuck it. I'm not mad at that.
They don't like guys that got regular jobs.
You know what though? Let's
And if you are working a 9 to 5, then you got to be making some astronomical number like over $250,000, $500,000 a year, which is most people aren't making. Let's just be honest. Most people aren't making that. Most people, they not. See, like if you ever have a conversation with women, you'll understand how unrealistic their expectations really are. Just have a conversation with them. You will see. And then look at the stats. Don't just talk about have a conversation based off feelings. Look at the stats. Look at the numbers.
Let's talk about this.
And then you want to complain about your health care coverage.
Let's talk about this. I think that, all right, audience reset, nigga. Y'all ain't got mics. I do think that
She's so masculine. Reset, nigga. Like, what?
social media has given people a false idea that they have options that they don't have. Just because a person is in your DM saying, hey, you cute, or sending you a dick pic, that's really all that is. They literally are they're not trying to sit you down. They're not trying to wife you. They're not trying to date you. They're trying to fuck. And I think so many of us see the options, and you think the options are so open that, oh, this person getting on your, oh, you chewing too loud, bye. Y'all gotta try a little bit harder with
that's
these
the
niggas.
problem, though. I'm glad you said that, because in the Bible, it said confuse thy enemy, right?
Why you keep talking about the Bible, you atheist?
Whoa. Now.
Didn't we tell him not to talk about the Bible?
Wait, hold on.
Definitely told you don't speak on the
Time
Bible.
out. In the Bible,
You better leave Big G alone.
I'm trying to help y'all out.
You ain't helping nothing.
Your Sky Daddy sent this message. Crystal is y'all enemy, okay? Listen, what Crystal saying applies to Crystal and Crystal only, all right?
That's not true.
When Crystal got kids, she still look good. This what you like to call a bad bitch on the bargain, okay? That's Crystal. But y'all, I'm looking at some of y'all ain't gonna get what Crystal got. So
Cut that beard off. You want to talk about looks, nigga.
I grew this.
That has absolutely nothing to do with nothing. I could look the way I look and just be a trash ass bitch.
You
and
think
It don't matter. Look, that's how ignorant you are. It's a lot of people that as attractive as she is, they do not care nothing about whatever baggage. They will risk it all. Men crash out over women less attractive than her every day. Like, come on.
it's not gonna happen for
Hold
you.
on, so wait, you think a dude would take you as is if you look like her?
Who is her?
Who is
Never
her?
mind. Don't do it. Never mind.
pointed out.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
yeah.
just saying,
I was gonna say, don't you dare point nobody
Now, what
out.
I am gonna say this. Now, the physical do get people attention first, but you're human.
That's what I'm saying. Like, look, I'm telling you, like, she as good as she look, men are gonna take it. They gonna take it. She can have 10 kids. If she look like that, they don't care.
That's human.
That's normal.
That's what people do.
More people put up with your shit because you look like you.
Fact.
That's not true.
Yes.
It's fact.
That's not true.
Stop dating these women based off of where they are. Because you're going to be much greater than you are right now.
But you
hold on. Don't deal with women based off of where they are. Find women based off of where you're going. When you dealing with a woman and you basing your standards off of where you are, you will take anything. You will take her based off of what she look like. She not built for the rooms that you're gonna be in. And so what that means for the women is that y'all gotta get y'all game together. Because the guys that y'all call lame, they not gonna be lame for the rest of their life.
They might
They're gonna
be
be some of the most phenomenal dudes. They're gonna be the ones that create the companies. They're gonna be the ones that got the benefits, and they're gonna be the ones y'all gonna want to take care of y'all badass kids.
Agreed.
But I pray against your kids, because I don't want.
Why would you pray against the children?
Bro, Anton is insane. Salute, brother, salute. He said, I pray against your kid. No, but like I said, I understand what Anton is saying. Like I said, I'm not necessarily on that don't date single mothers camp, but I do understand men that are on that camp. And the reason why is because you got to look at it. It's not advantageous for a man. There's so much that comes with it, so many risks. You got to deal with the bad kids, the respect, you know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. Now, that doesn't mean that that's going to be every situation. But what he really spoke to is something that a lot of people don't really think about until it's too late. And it's that a lot of these men, they grow up, they boss up, they evolve, they level up. And a lot more men are doing it now because of red pill content and all that kind of stuff. So the guys that were considered lame, they end up becoming the bosses and the 20%. The men that y'all are sharing. Let's just be real. The men that are employing your pookie boyfriend, they become the boss. And a lot of y'all just don't let's just be real. A lot of women are not an asset to a man. Like, they're not an asset. The man is rocking with you because he rocks with you. But what are you? What are you as an asset? And that don't mean, oh, I can use you for your credit. Oh, that don't mean I can use you to go get a gun. Oh, no, I'm talking about how are you an asset? Like, can I bring you to the company party and you make me look good? Can I bring you around my business partners, my coworkers, my future business partners, and you make me look good? Can you network with a future partner's wife and therefore establish a connection that can make us more money? That's what I'm talking about when we say an asset. That's an asset. It's a lot. I get what Anton is saying. You do. I believe that men, you gonna pick who you want to pick. We see it with Travis Hunter and all this kind of stuff. You gonna pick who you want to pick. But for those of you that have eyes and ears to listen, it is in your best advantage to pick women based off of where you are going and where you want to be. Because at the end of the day, some women will bring you down. They will bring you down. They will. It's 100% fact.